Hello tankers! In today's vlog, we'll be talking about the problems we experienced this week with game servers. We'll also be telling you more about the separation of paints from resistances and announcing some unique shop content. Monday sure was a crazy day. As many of you already know, last Monday, 11th of July, our servers were down for about 13 hours. Let's talk about this unfortunate event and what triggered it. What's worse than a time bomb? 2 time bombs. Last Monday will go down in history as Tankopocalypse. Game servers were offline from 5 AM till 6 PM UTC. We believe that, as a result of an old release dating back to 2012, a small piece of code managed to sneak into the main code of the game. This turned out to be a time bomb threatening to explode. And that's exactly what happened. On the morning of July 11th, the time bomb initiated its final countdown. A handful of players accessing the first and second Russian servers unknowingly triggered the error, which ended up affecting pro battle passes, premium accounts, and double crystal cards all across the European cluster. And to fix this issue, our programmers were forced to stop the game servers. Hundreds of updates have been implemented over the past 7 years, and this buggy piece of code could have sneaked in with any of them. It took us 13 long hours to find it, fix it, extract the list of affected players, refund their lost bonuses, and relaunch game servers. Unfortunately, since the servers were down, many players were unable to keep their mission chains going, so their progress was rolled back by several days, even up to an entire week. This is why we launched the compensation sale event on Tuesday, double crystal cards until the end of the week, and 4 days of premium for everyone, plus 36 hours of double funds. We want everyone to have a good time playing during the weekend. Last Tuesday, we handed out the prizes for the Football Paints event. Now for the results. Not everybody got it right. For example, Kasim and Dmitry, the Russian community manager, bought the paint for Wales. Our editor Nick bought the paint for Germany. Cedric, who isn't much of a football fan, didn't buy any paints because he barely knew which teams were playing. Can you guess which paint Amanda, our Brazilian community manager, bought? What about you? Anyway, with France being one of the clear favorites, we're pretty sure many of you got some nice prizes from the event. The separation of paints from resistances is finally in the game. If you'd like to know more about it, we're about to give you the details. This update required an extended server downtime. The system needed to go through the accounts database and split every paint into 2 separate items: a paint element and a protection module.
As a result, we now have 71 paints, 69 protection modules corresponding to the resistance combinations from the old paints, and 70 brand new protection modules. The main feature of these protection modules is that each module resistances are set to the same percentage.
Now, tankers can choose whichever paint element they like, while also equipping the set of protections that best suits their needs in battle. Don't forget that together with this update, we have also introduced a new feature. If you press and hold the R key, a window will pop up showing you all the information about the turrets and hulls of other tanks in the battle, their upgrade level and protection module. More good news with a long-awaited but unexpected announcement. Curious? Keep watching. With the implementation of the paint separation feature, we got the green light for the next update, which is the shop upgrade we mentioned in our last vlog. If you recall, we had also mentioned something about new, unique content being added to the upgraded Tanki online shop. That's happening too. And the first item to be added is a new supply.
When pressing the 6 key, a gold box will drop on the map under the usual conditions. That is, the siren will sound and the gold box will drop after 30 seconds.
This new supply can be obtained in several ways. You'll be able to buy it from the shop, win it in a contest, or receive it as a reward from a daily quest.
There are many ways you can use it. You can present it to a friend as a gift during a battle, or shoot a cool video compilations of the best gold captures. Also, Save the Gold events will be a lot easier to organize. You can also use the gold box with the intention of demoralizing your opponents and turn the tides of the battle.
Of course, the gold box supply cannot be used in battles where gold boxes are disabled. The option is enabled by default, but as always, if you'd rather play without gold boxes, just turn the option off. Dear friends, you only have 1 week left to submit your video entry for the Welcome Tanki contest. Hurry up! In the meantime, the Russian community have already received some quality videos and one of them really stands out. There's a good number of tankers in it and the filming is pretty good too. Remember, the Russian community and the international community are getting separate contests, so we need awesome entries for both. That means you guys need to roll up your sleeves and get to work right now. Don't forget, there will be an iPad up for grabs at the meeting. Do you want it? Then do something about it. Video of the week. Last week we asked you to record something cool on a night map. Let's watch the best video. For next week's video, we'd like you to send us a recording on a less known map such as Skylark. Use the standard green paint for this one. Remember, with this new update, you can use it with any set of protections. As we told you in the last vlog, we have decided to rework the question of the week section. From this episode, this section will once again be inside the vlog itself rather than a separate video. It will be featured at the end of each episode, in the same format where we announce the winners and ask the next question. We're also changing the way you submit your answers. There will be a special form where you will need to fill in your nickname and the answer that you think is correct. Every week we'll randomly pick 2 people, actually no, make that 5 people who answered the question correctly and award them with 20,000 crystals each. By the way, make sure you don't make any mistakes when submitting your answers. If you post multiple entries, only the first one will be considered valid. And in case you're wondering, no, you won't have to write your answers in the comment section anymore, and you won't have to work hard to get the most likes. That's it, everyone. Remember that this weekend you can play with double funds and premium, so have fun. Goodbye. Last week, we asked you to guess how many times the ricochet projectile would bounce before hitting the wasp. The right answer is 5 times. Let's meet our winners and watch the next question.